and he's very good at it. Like he's one of the top players in the ranked ladder right now. And we're actually just jumping right into the game.
Yeah, I'm
Dan's already done.
Quarters right now.
Hattori Master versus cRacK. Hattori Master being jellyfish.
Yes,
but
jellyfish
instead
indeed.
of yeah, jellyfish instead of playing his signature Queen Nai is playing Hattori. I don't know. This guy's too troll.
Indeed, but we'll try to put a little bit of a stop to that. I gave him a warning because there's technically no rules against it because we don't have like ranking as a thing that matters when you participate in the tournaments, but it makes it a little bit easier to see it if I know who you are. Cider comes in, jellyfish lands with a neutral light of his own and is just beating the crap out of cRacK right now. cRacK gets hit by a neutral light, or neutral air once again. Spike ball tossed aside. cRacK unarmed. Goes in for a dive kick, but jellyfish finds the sword, goes for D-light, goes for a recovery follow-up, and that side sig actually gets punished by a side sig of cRacK's own. Down sig comes out, punished by a neutral air, uses a ground pound to get back to the stage, and lands with a neutral air. cRacK stabilizing.
Yeah, I mean, jellyfish with an absolutely explosive start, playing some insanely aggressive Hattori, and really catching cRacK off guard, but I feel like cRacK, he's starting to get, he's getting used to the pace. He does die, but he got Hattori down to kill percent already, so, especially the low defensive Hattori versus Queen Nai's ability to kill very early with both signatures and anything else, really.
Ooh, cRacK going in with the side leg. It's punished by Hattori's neutral light. Ooh, the down sig coming out, but Hattori's able actually to jump up, above that. And cRacK goes for another down sig, playing really slowly with his Queen Nai, but trying to get as many punishes as he can. Goes for the side air, ground pound, goes off. Jellyfish tries to punish with an unarmed combo, but it actually just goes below the stage and recovers. cRacK holds on to the mine, tosses it below. Hattori nearly jumps onto it. Jellyfish tries to go for a neutral light. cRacK goes for that recovery himself and gets ground pound. Actually evens it up 2-2.
Yep, the ground pound coming out of cRacK does finish the kill off, but he's in deep yellow already. Hattori's probably feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, it goes for the neutral edge side air follow-up, and Hattori's just able to dodge all the way of it. Jellyfish goes for the spear down throw into an unarmed combo, but actually gets punished by cRacK. Spike ball comes in, hits cRacK once, recovery comes out, weapon toss, bomb, no, doesn't quite connect. cRacK gets hit by that D-light, but doesn't get follow-up from the recovery, throws in a neutral signature, and Jellyfish isn't ready to punish. Goes for neutral air. Weapon toss.
So he goes for that downlight like 4 times in a row and whiffs it every time. That was interesting.
And then takes a lot of damage for it as well. It goes for that down sig. Jellyfish holding onto the sword, tosses it aside, goes for the cider, but cRacK's not finding so many weapon down throws that are actually connecting into Jellyfish's face. Weapon toss goes into his face. A bomb trades, and that's so favorable for cRacK.
Yeah, he definitely... Oh, he doesn't want that, though. He eats another bomb in his face and dies. But yeah, he is very open to bomb trades, cRacK is, because he has high defense and Hattori has low defense, so he takes less damage and less force. But he finds the ground pound onto Hattori, and it's a very even game.
Yeah, tries to go for these guitar strings right now, gets that D-light but doesn't follow up with anything. Hattori's going for a lot of D-lights unarmed, and they're not really connecting, he's getting punished for it. The down sig misses once again, but Jellyfish struggling to find a weapon, tosses bombs, both bombs towards cRacK. One connects, one doesn't. A neutral light comes out, and cRacK's sent into the orange. cRacK lands with a neutral stick, gets it, sends Hattori flying, and he's putting Hattori near kill percent. Hattori gets that recovery into a nair, tries to follow up with another nair to be able to end the stock really quickly, gets punished for the ground pound. The GC neutral stick coming out, doesn't kill cRacK, and cRacK gets the recovery. Hattori put into the red, tries to land with a cider, and a D-light cider will possibly end it. No, he goes very deep for that offstage game. Goes for the disco, doesn't quite connect with recovery. Hits him high. Hattori holding on to the spear. cRacK lands with the spear himself. Tries to go in for that dodge read into something, but doesn't quite connect. And the neutral stick actually hits Hattori.
Both players are so close to kill percent right now. Either one could die to anything. That recovery just barely not killing Hattori.
The bomb's being lobbed upwards. Hattori goes for a neutral stick, 2 charge neutral sticks in a row, and cRacK just sits right next to him and punches him into the chin, sending him flying off the top of the map, and Jellyfish loses game 1. cRacK says play seriously. Whoa. And there it is.
I mean, Jellyfish saying he doesn't want to play seriously. This guy's just having loads of fun on Hattori right now.
Loads of fun, but definitely not taking games, and sticks with Hattori. cRacK takes game 1, and they're going to shipwreck on game 2.
Jellyfish is doing his best to be, to look like Egg-Soup. He's just like constantly aggressing on cRacK, which is so very weird to see from him, because that's not his normal character, let alone normal playstyle.
Ooh, that Valkyrie comboing into the ground pound. Hattori actually gets another combo off of that, and Jellyfish is actually destroying cRacK in the stock right now. Weapon toss goes high to force cRacK to go low. He dodges below him, gets the recovery, picks up the spear. Hattori GC neutral sigs to get out of the way of that neutral light and hits him with the cider. cRacK pulling out of the spear. Goes for that recovery, puts some damage on the Hattori, tries to use the neutral sig to punish him for going in for an unarmed combo, and it actually forces him to go high, and cRacK kills himself? No! Gets the dodge in the recovery. The bomb is still active on the stage, hits up the side light. Hattori's running out of jumps, bomb goes low, lands with the dive kick. Hattori gets the neutral light off, tosses the weapon, but cRacK recovers high, and both players manage to hold on to the stock. Mine goes between both players. On the ground, he ground pounds into the mine. Jellyfish, what are you doing? cRacK takes a stock for that one.
Why, cRacK?
He doesn't want to play. He's actually upset with how Jellyfish is playing right now, and I would be too. He evens it up 2-2, and the game is close once again. cRacK holds on to the spear, goes for a down air. Ooh, gets punished. Jellyfish holding onto the spear himself. cRacK tosses the spear downwards, tries to get an unarmed combo, but Jellyfish is ready to go in and punish him for it. Goes for the dive kick to pick up the spike ball. He definitely wants to hold on to it. Tosses it straight up into the air. Hattori's trying to go for some kind of unarmed combo to toss him into the spike ball. Finds that side light, and cRacK gets a ground pound. Hattori is on the side of the map. cRacK goes for another ground pound into the weapon toss of the ground pound, and that's what it is. Yeah, cRacK did one ground pound too many. And that put Jellyfish into a position to be able to take that stock.
That was some pretty poor play from cRacK on the side of the edge there, and then he's just getting dominated by this unarmed and spear stuff.
Ooh, the bomb goes straight into Hattori's face. Holds on to the spear, goes for a downsig charge and gets punished, but goes for that ground pound after the spear toss. Doesn't finish it and actually gets the cider. This could be Hattori's stock if he gets this ground pound. No. Jellyfish straight up kills himself. Please don't take your last stock, cRacK. I understand you don't like SDs. We gotta make this somewhat close. Holds on to the guitars, goes for that down air, actually connects it into a neutral light, and Jellyfish isn't finding a weapon. The bomb goes high, cRacK doesn't get hit by it, goes to try to catch the bomb, doesn't quite work out, and cRacK continues to deny weapons from Hattori. Ooh, nice dodge, but doesn't get the neutral light to be able to punish Hattori for landing in front of his face. Side light, neutral sig, doesn't connect. Hattori finds the weapon. Ground pound
a weird
recovery.
option to go for, because you can just side light, down light, Sayer in that scenario and get more damage. But yeah, cRacK finding the guitars and doing a really good job of racking the damage back up. It's now pretty close. Hattori with the small damage advantage, but any sort of signature could kill right now.
He purposely went for the Valkyrie neutral sig follow-up there. Did you see that? He called that in, went for the neutral sig to be able to read that.
Yeah, he did that earlier in the game too. But he finds the sword cider. That's something we talked about last time we saw Jellyfish on stream, which is he goes for a lot of these unorthodox setups that most people wouldn't think of, but are actually entirely optimal. Like he knows how to combo out of Valkyries and stuff. He knows how to use weapon throws and bomb throws and mines to the fullest of their advantage. He's like a gadget master, is what we like to describe him as. He's really just fantastic with that stuff, and he doesn't make up for it by being bad at weapons. He's good at that too. It's insane. Jellyfish is insane.
Yeah, cRacK going in with that neutral sig doesn't quite work out, and Jellyfish is hanging out on the side of the map. Possibly a lag issue? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and cRacK, no.
I think that's a tilt issue.
They're just looking at each other.
Is he lagging?
Tosses the weapon into his face. cRacK holds on to the guitars, goes in for a downer, and gets punished by a neutral light from Jellyfish. Jellyfish goes for a weapon toss into recovery, puts a decent amount of damage onto cRacK, and cRacK doesn't actually punish that charge downsig. He is trying to get as much damage into the guitars as possible, but Jellyfish is just going for these crazy unarmed setups. Never getting the finish, but getting a decent amount of damage regardless. This Haymaker comes in, gets bopped on the head by the guitars, but does a decent amount of damage to cRacK in the meantime. Ground pound comes out, cRacK holds onto the spear, tosses the weapon to his face, goes for that GC down heavy, and gets punched by GC neutral sig. I feel like that was a misinput. Whenever I see those down heavies, I always feel like that's them buffering their ground pound button after a dodge. But either way, bomb gets caught by Jellyfish. Both players just tossing the bomb side to side, and they're not tossing the spike ball, just playing catch with each other.
They're just playing pass.
The name of the game is whoever doesn't catch the ball dies, and the neutral sig comes out, and cRacK keeps it up 2-2.
What? This is such a silly game, dude. Jellyfish is playing so troll, and cRacK is like trying his best to be serious, but it's crazy because like Jellyfish is like just sort of messing around, but he's still trying very hard to win this game. Like he's using all of his knowledge.
He's just
do weird things.
I almost feel like he sets a requirement that he has to win doing A, B, and C, otherwise the win doesn't count. And that's how I feel like he plays. So it looks like it's troll, but in reality, he's trying harder than anybody ever has before. Jellyfish holds onto the sword, goes for a neutral stick. D-Light comes out, doesn't get the follow-up, however, and cRacK actually manages to land a recovery. Toss the ball off the stage, doesn't want to play catch with that one. The side light comes out from Hattori. A nice signature to be able to send cRacK off the stage. Weapon toss? No, doesn't connect, doesn't get any off-stage follow-up, and cRacK is trying his best to hit him with a side air. Neutral air comes out, spear in hand, tries to go for recovery, it lands the second one, and the weapon toss upwards to force Hattori low, gets that weapon toss, 2 weapon tosses in a row, 3, Hattori dangerously close to kill percent here. Neutral comes out, neutral light comes out, and cRacK's hit in the face by a sword. Who tries to get the haymaker to the bomb. Scary. And the bomb trade actually goes off, and neither player dies. That's so surprising. They're both in such huge kill percent. Ghost goes for the GC neutral stick for some reason, just to be able to do that in the air. Wow, he's going for the Valkyrie combo. That would have been awesome.
You almost got it too. That was so close.
Both players exchanging haymakers right now. The down stick catches him. Oh, so unfortunate as cRacK jumps into that.
Wow. Jellyfish is playing, so he's going for these really cool like nobody else does that. I don't know why. Like it's totally optimal. You should totally be trying to combo out of Valkyrie hits because it shoots you up at that predictable angle that Jellyfish is going for, but no one else goes for it. Jellyfish is like the only person who's utilizing it. It's so cool to see. But really nice combo from cRacK.
Jellyfish going in with the neutral sig, or neutral air rather. cRacK holds on to the spear, gets that side light into side sig. cRacK tosses the spear into his face, goes to that ground pound, dies at the top, and cRacK takes what it's worth.
That was actually a really early kill. Jellyfish was in like early orange.